Hi everybody, I got a little bit of time before I quit for the night, so I wanted to make at least one or two videos. The first video I'm going to make is about the movie Judy. It's based on Judy Garland's life, only not in her entire life. It's the last year of her life. Okay, so there are a couple of reasons I wanted to do this video because I love Judy Garland and have always loved The Wizard of Oz, even as a little kid. The only part that scared me was the flying monkeys. But, okay. So, and also, I want to do a review on this movie because I did a review on the TV movie in 2001 based on Lorna Love, which is her daughter's book. Um, Me and My Shadow, the story of Judy Garland and me, or something like that, written from her perspective. So that movie gives you a long thing of like her whole life. Whereas this one, like I said, is cut down to her last year of her life. But also, because it's done so wonderfully and directed and everything, you can tell what you're getting yourself into when it starts. Okay, so it was made in 2019 and it stars Renee Zellweger as the adult Judy Garland, but then also has Darcy Shaw as the younger Judy. Because you need the younger Judy so you can understand how she feels as the older Judy, right? Okay, so um, from the very beginning, we get a flash of like when she's, I guess, let's see, 16, 15, 16, because I had to do some math because she was actually 16 when she did the role of Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz, but she played like she was 12. And the way they did that was they made her look younger and all the tricks. Okay? So, um, in the scene, there's a she's not sure she wants to do it because she wants to be a quote normal kid, normal girl, and have normal experiences. But then Louis B. Mayer, the actor who plays Louis B. Mayer, kind of pressures her into, okay, honey, you can be a regular girl, but all your talent and stuff is going to be forgotten when you become just a run of the mill. You're probably going to be a farmer's wife or something, and all this talent is going to go away. And it's like, oh man. Okay, so then she says, no, I want it, I want it, I want it. Not knowing that they're going to make her work way more than she should. And she's not going to get any teenage experiences. She's not going to have boyfriends. She's not going to be able to eat properly because they show in the movie she takes something, and she takes something to get up, and she takes something to go to sleep, and this is prevalent throughout the film. And the younger Judy says to her mother, which just a comment for me, but her mother always struck me as the weirdest stage mother on the planet because it kind of reads to me like her mother wanted the fame that her daughter got, so she was trying to live vicariously through her daughter. Um, so then, because she wanted fame, her mother pushed her beyond the limit of normal. I mean, I get it, okay? Like, on a certain level, I understand it. I don't have kids, but I understand some part of it because you have to kind of push some people to get them into drive so that they want to do something. But there's a threshold on which you don't want to go beyond it because it's like, man, you're pushing your kid when they don't want to do it, when they're sick, when they have a legitimate concern to not do it. You're still saying, dude, I don't agree with that. Never have. So, you know, um, and that theme of working, whether you want to or not, is very prevalent in the film also because um, she, I guess you're supposed to assume she runs out of money. So then she feels the pressure to take any gig she can get to be able to pay her bills. And so she takes a gig in London. And then they hire a girl, a woman, Rosalind something, to be her like handler. Make sure she goes to the thing and make sure she shows up every night and performs. That's what she's supposed to do. So then she literally doesn't show up or something. They find her. She's in her night clothes. And they literally say, okay, it's opening night. You have to show up. So they literally dress her. I mean, dress her. And just shove her out there. And then Renee Zellweger as Judy Garland says, you don't care about me. You just want to shove me out there and hope I make you look good. And I was like, wow. I mean, yeah, it was true. But to hear somebody say that was jarring even for me. You know what I mean? Strange. Okay. So the most touching scene in the film, and then I'm gonna try to not ruin the whole thing. If you want to watch it for yourself, it's on Amazon Prime, but you're gonna have to pay like $3, $4 to see it. So just warning you there. But to me, it's worth every penny because you really get an in-depth look into the last year of her life. I mean, really. And we're talking about the marriage, divorce thing, and all of it. It's all there. Of course, you have to keep in mind that they do take some creative liberty, but that's always the case with something artistic. So, okay. So then the final scene, or one of the final scenes, I think, is okay. And you have to remember this from back in the movie. If you don't have this piece, the other piece doesn't make any sense. So I guess. Now I don't really know because I haven't taken an in-depth look into her life. I mean, I know what everyone kind of knows, but I feel like that's just skimming the surface. So okay, you're supposed to believe that she had like a beef with Lonnie Donegan, who was a famous singer back in those days. And apparently he was the act they put on when Judy Garland didn't show up, wasn't prepared or whatever. So one night she didn't show up. She didn't show up on time, like right at the time she was supposed to. So they threatened her, quote unquote, with putting him on instead of her. And she was pissed off. How dare you put him in my spot? Why would you put him instead of me? I know I didn't show up, but oh my God. And she was pissed. And then a guy, a guy that knew her person, handler, whatever, as a friend or something, said, oh, she's pissed. And the lady goes, yeah, got the message. Okay, so remember that scene. Okay, then we're about 2 scenes from the end because you think she's going to go off to somewhere else and just go. She's going to be released from the show, her obligation, and so she's going to go home to be with her kids. And then she happens to see Lonnie Donegan, the same person she didn't like, and she says, hey, I just want one favor from you. The last time I was in London, it didn't work out so well. So could I please do one number? Meaning one song. He says, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. It turns into the whole thing is her. Okay, the thing that made me cry is she's singing Over the Rainbow, the most famous song from The Wizard of Oz on the planet, okay? Somewhere over the rainbow. So she's so overcome with emotion that she can't sing. She literally can't sing. So then the audience starts singing the song for her. I lost it. I was a puddle on the floor, crying buckets. I looked at the screen and I was like, oh my God, I'm crying for her. And then that was the end of the movie. And then they showed the little blip that says a few months later she passed away in London at the age of 47. Yeah, 47. And that was the end of the movie. It took me out. Literally took me out. All right. Bye, guys.